do? Whatever time of day it is, thank you for joining us. The stream will be starting soon. Let me just get settled in here. We will be looking at, for your information, this game right here. Oh, snap, I forgot. Oh, look at that. Let's very quickly fix... Oh, snap, I totally forgot to change the cables around. Oh, man, I can't believe I launched like this without fixing that first. One moment, please. I think I thought I did this, and I totally didn't. Because I do this all the time. Enough as it is, you know? That it's like a constant. Did I just do that recently? Yes. Maybe inaccurately. Not right now. Stream before I hit go live. There we go. Things should start working now as all the system catches up to itself. Sorry, iPad. Sorry, Elgato HD 60S Plus. That's what we're looking at today. TerraGenesis Landfall. Here's how I got to this decision, folks. Here's what happened. We were playing Age of Empires, and that was awesome, and I was digging it, but it was also really old schooly, and it was making me yearn for other things. It was making me yearn for Jurassic World Evolution 1, slightly more than 2, but I also like want to get into 2 and actually play it, because we only just sort of previewed it a little bit. And what? Oh, so and Sid Meier's Civilization 6. It was real, and I was torn. Do I play Jurassic World, or do I play Sid Meier's? And I was like, and I like sat on my hands about it for a few minutes, and something told me to lean towards the iPad. So I started setting it up, and of course I forgot to change the cables until I fixed it just now, live on the air. And I set my mind towards the iPad, and then I did this. I opened up the folder for Empire World Builders, and I was like, Civ Meier's Civilization 6, and I was about to launch it, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I've got these 2 new ones that I got that I never played, and then a couple of other old ones that I sort of like thought I would keep playing maybe in the early days of when I was only streaming directly from the iPad and I had no other devices or paraphernalia. And I haven't really ever come back to play them again. And Sid Meier's is one of those on the list of like, I played this from long before. I was obsessively playing this long before I ever started streaming. And then when I started streaming, I very curiously don't remember ever playing it. I in opening the folder like that, I remembered, oh snap. And I was like, one of these I really, really wanted to check out, and I couldn't quite remember which, so I had to like look at their profiles. And this one, based on the reviews and the things that it says about itself, it feels like it's going to be fun. It's going to be SimCity-ish. It's gonna remind me of Eve a little bit, probably, and it's gonna be uniquely its own sort of thing too. And then like it might even be like fun and challenging. We'll see what the controls are like, and we'll see how cool it actually is. The preview of it, the preview trailer looks and sounds pretty neat. It reminds me of a game we played on Xbox that we deleted, which is the only Series X, and I don't remember what it's called. And now I kind of want to go dig it back up again. But there's one, and maybe it's called Landfall. There's one world building, terraforming, build your buildings, and we started playing it, and then we sort of just fell off on it, and I don't remember what it was. Do we have somewhere we have? Is it on the Xbox that we have Sid Meier's Beyond Earth, or do we have that here? That should be here, if it was in this thing, but I don't see it. Trading Legend is a game I've wanted to play, but I haven't. Dino War I kind of sort of like, but kind of don't. Age of Knights I never really quite decided what was going on with that, and I was actually very tempting to kill it. Dungeon Kingdom, or whatever it's called, is an old school favorite that feels a little outdated, but it's also sort of like a classic game that was having some technical issues, but I think is getting work done on it again by EA, and has been functioning better. And Landfall is so strategic city building. I don't know how hardcore it gets because it says transform Mars and planets outside the solar system. And I don't know if that's just because there's like little miniature missions that it sends you on. I think it's related to TerraGenesis Space Settlers, which I think we tried, and I found it to be too big picture and too kind of boring and obtuse and like not a lot to actually do. It's too much numbers game. I could see why people would find it interesting, but it was just a lot of numbers and not a lot of actual doing stuff. And there's another one. We've got Goddess. Ideology Rush sounds interesting. It reminds me of the Virus game that we played for a while. And of course, we've got Sid Meier's Civilization, where we're going to play here. There was something newish that Universe Simulator 3D. I think that's just a cool like zip around, look at the way the solar system actually works kind of a thing, which I've thought about getting. Galactic Emperor Space RPG. I think that's just like a mostly text and doodle card. This seems like a weirdly 3D space colony. I don't know what it does. If it's super cool or if it's horrible. It's on my list of like maybe we'll check it out someday, but maybe we won't. There's so many games and not enough time to play them all, friends. Not time at all. This one looks cute, and this is a very like Mac game. Side scroller, very delightfully tight graphics, you know. Vector whatchamahoozles. Anyways, we're good over here. Let's get into it after all this ado and presentation. Thank you for being here, friends. Thank you for coming back if you were watching earlier. Thank you for joining me anew for the first time if you're a new time watcher. Thank you, gratitude. Let me adjust the video stretchy bits so I think we're gonna like that for the video. Who knows, maybe we'll need to shrink it back down, but let's fire this game up and see what it's like and see if it's fun and if it's something we'll want to keep revisiting on our days of iPad gaming. Allowed to track across other companies' webs and apps. Why does it want to do that? Oh, fine, I guess. Yeah, we all click yes. We don't really even know what it really truly means. Landfall would like to send you notifications. Sure. Another bigger intro. Okay, welcome to Mars. You've just let the first humans to set foot on another planet here in KC Valleys. What are your first words? The next era of our species begins now. The red planet conquered, the warrior brought to his knees. No, that's a bit brutal. Become at peace for all humanity. Okay, let's get to work. Become at peace for all humanity. Most of it don't celebrate too long. Our work is just beginning. We have to move quickly to establish a self-sustaining outpost. Begin by establishing a command center, which will provide a base amount of life support for our city. Command center. Okay, that's easy enough. Do I get to pick where I put it? back this way. Oh, I want it to be a little bit straighter. Okay, wait. What happens if we cancel out of this? Okay, let's put it there. Oh, I guess the rocket goes away. Hi, rocket! Wasn't expecting that. Very cool. Next, build a laboratory. This is where your settlers will research new technologies, unlocking new construction options, as well as providing your city with revenue. Okay. Build a laboratory. Where do we want to stick it? Okay, I see. Let's rotate this edge over here. I like straight lines. Close enough. Well done. Our lab is now under construction, but right now we're in a hurry. Let's examine the lab and hurry into completion. Don't worry, it won't actually cost any GP to do inventory. Cool. Our lab is now in construction. Before we can use it, we need to assign some settlers to work on it. Bring them in on rockets. Excellent job. Now that the laboratory is full up and running, let's get started with some research. Tap on the research button toward the right of the screen to open the research menu. Welcome to the research menu. From here, you'll be able to guide your outputs with scientific efforts and build your economy. Let's start by researching basic life support systems. Congratulations, you just made the first scientific breakthrough on Mars. Be sure to keep your labs busy, as you can only research one tech at a time. Now that we have our basic life support systems research, let's start building a sustainable settlement. Click on the left side of the screen for your next priorities. Right now, we should secure our supplies of power, oxygen, water, food, and shelter. Let's go like this though. Let's go. There it is. And we can speed it up for free. Building stuff. Hooray for farming. Oh yeah. Thing, and we can staff it with that person and that person. Laboratory. Do we have these staffed? You can't begin until completed. Okay. Water recycler. That's right. Puzzle, you guys. It's so cute. I'm loving it. I've been having flashback to many other games. A bit similar but different. And I'm wondering why I'm not playing them. Excuse me, I'm gonna have a momentary coughing fit. Pardon me. Cafeteria time, you guys. Let's build it. We're gonna put that way over here somewhere. Bit of an awkward arrangement, if you ask me. That might be fun, although a bit far away, but whatever. Now the question is what is there kind of any blah 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 words and sentences I can put them together. Okay, we've achieved sustainable population growth. An ore refinery to take advantage of Mars's natural resources. Oil refinery or refinery. Let's zoom out and figure out where we put that. Gross, produces pollution. Enter production menu. This is where we control the settlement's manufacturing operations. From here, you can see what is being constructed to check for any warning problems and hurry production when necessary. I have 20 widget coins that I can spend on things. What is this first thing? 9 seconds. In order to maintain super production, we need to start utilizing Mars' natural resources. Let's build a landing pad so we can call in some engineers to find and set up a mine. Landing platform. Why wasn't that like the second thing we ever built? How big of it is the connections? That's awkwardly small. Landing platform. Let's do it. Let's put it over here. That's sort of the first place you go is the cafe. When you land, the first place you go, the first thing you can go do is have a nice snack. And everybody on the way out can have a meal before they leave. Let's use our rocket to unearth and bring us some engineers we need. Click on the rocket button on the right side of the screen to open the rocket launcher menu. We have a rocket on Earth that's ready to go. Load it with 10 engineers and launch it toward Mars. Smart rocket all backwards. Shit. Clever. Now that we are properly staffed, let's set up a rover to explore the It sounded cool, like in my headset. Okay, welcome to the region map. Our satellites have already identified one site worthy of investigation, a potential source of iron ore. Select your rover team, assign some settlers to operate it, and deploy them to potential iron ore location now. Rovers. I guess I have to staff it with all of those guys. Send rover. Let's spend some Genesis points to speed that up. Search area. Job post. Tap on one, assign some settlers to operate it, and assign it to this mine. Okay, now that a first mine is operational, you can order more ore from the crafting menu and set a baseline for the amount of iron you wish to keep on hand at all times. Interesting. Be sure to check the exploration map regularly to see if there are more missions for you to send rovers on. You will likely need to set up an ice mine in the near future to supply our city with water it needs to survive. Tap the city button on the top left corner to return to your city. This reminds me of so many other city builder type games. Now that you have established a baseline of survival, be warned, Mars is not an easily habitable planet. I wish you the best of luck in completing research objectives and exploration missions to growing your city's population. But don't be surprised by a few bumps along the way. Starter pack for only $4. $5, no thanks. Okay, we're there. We've gotten this far, friends. how much we can zoom out. It's pretty. We can totally horizontalize it and give it a nice view. It's a sweet two-finger thing. Incoming transmission. You have detected transition from a ship en route to Mars. This is a short video we will leave you viewing in conjunction with this 4GP. Oh, I bet it's going to show us a commercial. Let's watch a commercial.
I may have a PhD in neuroscience, but I have so many other...
Okay, hang on. So, I don't mean to disrespect the product placement there and the ads. I just don't know what the rules are about ads coming on in a mobile video game while I'm live streaming it. Since that's, although not new to gamers, it's something that's, I guess, still relatively new in live streaming. I should go and watch some other mobile gamers and see what they do. I haven't really done that kind of reconnaissance mission on Twitch or other live streaming platforms. I haven't really been watching a bunch of other people's stuff. But this is a learning education online platform that's being endorsed by the spokeslady for that brain supplement, who is that actor from that that really popular show whose name I forget. So that's interesting. I like her, but it's really weird. Okay. I just did that because I wasn't sure. Let's get back to the game. All right. Yay, I earned some doodle dads. Thanks for playing TerraGenesis Landfall. Our whole team really values your feedback. Are you enjoying the game? Yes. We are a small indie team. We really appreciate it if you could leave an honest review. It really helps our game reach new people. Yes. We will do that another time. Huh. We're getting reports of a strange person wandering around the outskirts of our city boundaries. Let's go check it out. No explanation on you. Potential copper ore deposit. Space is very awesome. We're getting reports of a strange person wandering around the outskirts of our city. Let's go check it out before we begin searching the areas. Move a rover team into range. Potential ice deposit. Okay, we need to make a rover. Oh, I don't have enough number of rovers yet. Okay, cool. We're gonna leave that alone. Can we add a shuttle team? Yes. We need to do that. Assign additional mining shuttle. Okay, cool. Let's do our first rover and send him over here to discover. Oh. Okay, never mind. We can pay 9 for him to return back home. I see. I guess the other guys are super quick faster. Ooh, look at this! Landfall. Rewards 20 GPT. Amelia Singleton. Resume. What? Resume. Okay, that was weird. Alright, we have a few things to look at. But first, let's see what this does. Music enabled, sound effects enabled, customer support, restart, restore purchases, language, photo mode. We don't want to restart anything. Not just now. What should we research next? Industry. Infrastructure. Oh, let's research a gym. 49 minutes. Let's not do that just yet. Algae grown meat. 24 minutes. Batteries. 24 minutes. Okay. Water tanks. 24 minutes. Everything seems to be shuttle pad. 24 minutes. Surface scanner. 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Yes. Hurry for 5. It's only 4 minutes. We'll let that grind. How much would it cost us to add a new rocket? Oh, I don't have enough. Way anywhere near enough credits. Eisenhower's on Earth. We have 18 engineers, 6 workers, 0 administrators. Oh, wow. Let's up. What happens if we upgrade? Oh, we can get resources. And each one costs credits. Oh, that's a lot of credits to upgrade. That's too many. With 9 administrators. No. Let's get 3 administrators, 3 workers. We've got 18 engineers, 8 scientists. 8, 9, 10, 11. 18, 19, 20, 21. Let's keep the ratio of this. Oh, no, never mind. There we go. Okay, 3 administrators, 0 administrators now. We have 6, 7, 8, 9 workers. And then let's go. Oh, dangerous water deficit with demand outpacing our current supply. Are you sure you want to do that? Cancel. Okay, good to know. We haven't done that yet. We need to oh, we know what we need to do? We need to explore. Oh, that thing's still going to check in, huh? Can't currently support anymore. Garage. In research. 30 GPT. We don't have that much. Okay. Research. Construction. Surface scanner. Export junction. Surface scanner. Insufficient supplies. Starter pack. Points, bundles, credits, things. New scenarios. 3 scenarios. Fight terrorists and solar flares, survive punishment environment, establishing a lunar amusement park. $5 a pop. Interesting. It's cute. It's a reasonable way to do it. What do we need? We had insufficient engineers and shit, but we need to build the ice thing first. So we just gotta wait. Is there? Oh, I know. Can we speed up? Can we speed up the doodad? Come here, Alpha. Oh yeah, we can speed that up. This one's. No, that's the strange person. We need ice first. Ice deposits. Sending rover. Yeah. That might take forever. 32. That's gonna take a while. We're gonna let it run. 30 minutes. It's fine. Before we can begin scanning the surface for potential mines and other points of interest, we must first research build a surface scanner. Okay. How do I get back to the city? Build surface scanner. We need settlers, engineers and workers, and coils of doodledad. Go to rocket menu. I need 3 coils, 2 scientists, 3 workers. Are 3 of these guys? Oh god. What are we full of? Oh, this business. Here, hold on. We need 3 of these. Okay. And then we need what? 2 of these guys? And 2 of these guys. Let's see if it says anything about... Let's add an extra one and an extra one. And an extra one. 3 and 3. Do we have any workers? Let's see if it says anything about the ice thing. Ah! Dangerous water stuff is it. Okay, so we can't do that yet. Alright, so we can't build the surface scanner first. We're committed to getting to the, not this. We're committed to getting to, oh, it's gonna take a hot minute, forever, isn't it? 28 minutes. Then we can scan and search. Well, we chose a thing. Another commercial. Not a whole heck of a lot more to do but sit and wait for 30 minutes until we can even do that. Well, that's fun. So that's our introduction though, friends. Check it out. And I bet this is crazy huge. I bet we can scroll around for days and or jump around by hopping different locations over here. It's a bummer I don't have enough widgets to speed this rover up so we can get to that next bit. But I guess we'll have to call it that what it is. It certainly is. I mean, for a phone app game, it's pretty. It's got great music. It's straightforward, and you know the challenge in is in the patience of developing its complexity, and you know fulfilling all the things. Am I going to get overly filled with iron ore? Is there a way to speed up the time? For 3GPT, you can move the in-game clock forward by 1/8 of a day. It takes Mars 2.6 hours to rotate on its axis. So this represents a jump of 3.1 hours. Note this only moves the sun in the sky and other day-night considerations, such as the power generated by solar panels. It does not instantly convey several hours of gameplay progress, construction time, region progress, gear production, etc. Well, fun, but useless. That would be a much cooler feature if you've got to pay in-game crediting widgets for it. If it actually advanced the progress of all things being worked on, in my humble opinion. How much does it cost? 27. I don't even have enough because I paid for some other widgets. Well, there you go, friends. That's our first impression look. Pretty cool. What else we can build for now? Export hub, ice processor. Nope. Probably supposed to find that guy first. And now we're stuck in a 30-minute wait. Some ice and ignore the thing, can we build the ice processor to provide for water for everybody? Let's see what happens. Recruiting this many New Zealanders will put our city into a dangerous water deficit with demand outpacing our current supply. supply. Should we want to launch now? If we do, we should increase our water production while the rocket is en route to avoid a resource crisis when it lands. Well, let's see if we can increase our. How do we increase our water output production? Water recycler. Can we build another one of these? No, because we're deficited of a build. Oh, how do I make more of this? Recipe 8. I don't think I have the resources to make that, but those other things are just happening. What do we got over here? Policies. Build an administrative office to unlock laws and policies. Laws. Town hall. Reach 40 population. Research food printers. Build and activate one ice processor. Can't build that, can I? No, I need a scientist and a dude and 3 coils of the stuff. I am certainly at a dead end where they want me to get on with it by buying stuff in order to make it more convenient instead of waiting it out. And that's the catch-22 of a lot of these games, especially if they're in part trying to be a bit of a money grab. Can we research stuff now? Oh, Rover Garage is still going. Everywhere. 15 minutes to finish that. Pay my money. Stuck at a place where we like want to pay the coin to move things along. We've run out of coin. You need an active export hub to manage your exports. Okay. Mission control will be unlocked when you achieve victory in Casile Valves. Alright. So this definitely has a long-term. This might change something with science. New space, how species no. Well, tanks, water tanks. Oh, Rover Garage. Were we thinking about finishing that? 17 GPT to kill it off. And then we'll be out of GP basically. And we won't be able to build the garage. Might as well save my points. Well, there we go, friends. I'm not going to make you guys sit around and wait for another 20 minutes while we can get around to the next wave. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a brief station break. This was a first impression, splash in, splash out review. First look. It's pretty, it's delightful, it's endurance and patience based. You will hit these walls without, if you're going to play it for free, right, without buying any of the starter packs and the widgets and the things, and you're gonna hit the patience wall where like now you gotta wait, set the game aside, do something else for an hour. If you want to resume it again in the immediate future, you know, those sorts of things. It's that kind of game. And there are games that are really, totally, truly like that, and have always have been. Good times, though. I like it. Give it a B. B+ for effort. we're about to sign off, but I'm going to invite you to join me in just a few minutes. I'm going to take a really quick sign off station break just to reset the title and all that and make myself some tea because I'm burnt out. Maybe a little bit of mushroom beverage, coffee replacement beverage. But we're going to be right back in the very immediate future, as in, within the next 20 minutes. I will be right back, and we'll be play this game in forever, and I miss it session. They could have done multiplayer way better in this game, but let's not even start talking about that. Just for funsies, so you can tell, I've deleted some. This is a trimmed down list, because at some point or another, it was like, too many games. And these aren't even in the games that I started on the original iPad device that I first got this game and installed it on. Because it was the first time there was like a really cool game, and I had an iPad, and there was a really cool game I always wanted to play that looked gorgeous on the iPad. Got it on the 6th gen, way back in the day. So all those games are lost. I don't think they cloud transfer. They might have. I think I might be able to do that. But these are all games I've played in the past that I might pop in to visit some of them just to see what they look like. I might not. But what we are going to do when we come back from this very brief station break, I'm going to make myself some tea, stretch, wiggle, get my blood flowing, etc. I'm going to settle back in to a nice, long, primetime evening session of Sid Meier's Civilization 6, streaming at you big time from my iPad Pro. I don't have the Xbox version. I don't remember how much it costs, but I am willing, especially if some revenue rolls in from the podcast, or if some donations slide into my to my donation receptacles from the viewership of the live streams. I would be tempted to get Sid Meier's Civilization 6 on the Xbox. If it's under a certain threshold, I might be able to pull it off in the not too distant future. Because as much as it's the exact same game as what we're about to play right now here on the iPad, I'd be fascinated. Now, the one thing that I would love, dear video game moguls or gods or whoever's out there, who do I play for, dream requests? Please give us Sid Meier's Civilization 10 in a fully 3D world with controls modeled or inspired by, heavily influenced by Jurassic World Evolution, because that was perfection. Perfect. Like, mwah, mwah, that game. In fact, I was almost going to play that game just now, but I had to take a look at Mars, and we'll be right back to take a look at Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Thank you so much. Peace be with you, friends. Remember that peace begins inside your mind, inside your heart, inside your words and actions. Go be peaceful, good and kind human beings to each other out there in the real world and in the game lobbies. It's my trademark sign-off tagline. We will be right back with the game we just teased. Thanks for watching. Gather around, tell your friends. Momentarily, Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Namaste, friends. Thank you for checking it out. Whatever platform you're on, Twitch, YouTube, DLive, Trovo, Nemo TV, that other one whose name I forget often. Thank you so much. You're appreciated. You are here in the Zeppoverse, and we will be right back with more. Talk about some perfect unplanned timing. That was great sound design.